Pyoginyin chi sangyulerim kuzushuin. Tarin pyogalu nidon chi ga sumju sogo dawa jube tse jubdun da chilu nidon juni dawa juji be tse sumju sapasangi sangyule tse tinzi chimegin dushuin. Jino gongsa kyamgun shimbucho kasa Mundgod degule pimi shisha su shabsur kwe nandu. Gowa namta ne shisha su chilgyurgab chanchu lamin kodi tenzo da shabzi jebun kembu namni densa chazangka ki kembu ladru lesur toji da sane gunzi so pipsu jardu. Gongsa namthane tegar pande jegung sojin du chibgyurgi pepsu jegu nandu. Terine changshu lamrimgi chunje unzu jegi yobre. Tse nishtabgi da tse nishtagu nini la pyo na gejiba bende kharda tseri namgi shuwani gi ranlu mese gi ganashung la ngogoy na de kushekbe yigyo netsu chundu. Pyo dume zoge yergi sode yi lo nishtaji yinbe bende kharla gi tse nishtabgi nin tsuyo tongkerdu ranlu mese dan de kushekdu. Geji pao kongi gyawa tenzi gyazo pyo la peps chogo, penshin rinpoche tsuyoni lodre tongo, pyo la rawango, geyi dan chode la rawango, koryo songyob chego she genpyo na shimbar ranglu merse dande kuchong yodo. Kesan yulung gwende ka ne decho ngomyo che shimbar redo. Yang tse nishsagu nin pyo nangi chuzo nipa yeme zamla dome luchu zong samsa shang locho dewe lo sumchu soji yinbe gejiba tsiri namge lagi sanne yusu si shungi godamne ranglu mese dande gyana shungi tangne wangyur si ju la ngogoy nande kushekdo. Gejiba kong la pomuni yobare sanne memanda gendube ngomyo nang shimbare do. Chilu nidong gune zibe tabar pyo na ranglu merse gi gyana shung la ngogoy cheken ngoyra sebo cheba geju gegu chabare. Te na ne dunju deonga dedong sukyur simbare. Chinda chukjik jikbor pimi geje pao pamu nishu tsabdun yi gyana shungi nunchu jingi si ju la ranglu mese gi ngogoy chebe nisu chongyo. Tara nga zho Sikyong losan singi chogi gyagar gesa dili jamiya mille kachi zula lobdar zinjo pimi mangzu perim ko la sungshe nandu. Kesan Sikyong losan singi chogi Jawaharlal Nehru zula lobdar lomyer kandu gele luktu so tate pyo nangi zada nedang gor mojo nang yobre.
The 60s hence Tibetan democracy is also based on Indian democracy. And then we also follow Gandhi's teaching of ahimsa because our movement is based on
Sani dawa chuni be tsechi gi nimude zamling h nimur sungji shuyebre neshi de la pyoge na nyene rigdu she pyoge yu nimude zamling yong la shungda gergi tsokba nige nyamru thone nyene rigdu gi neshi ngojo tha lopso lamde godo legu so na zobel ne chiso chedu neshi de kyabde minjowe chedu legu tami pegi yobre zamling h nimur sungji da de ne phemi zo choden kalon chogi phemi mangso la lamde lopso de da nandu
진짜 중에 최치 니무데 에스 니시 니무 숨지 쉬고래 니무 데르 잠블링 용라 니시디 고답체도 고도 레구 빼라 소베 레구 카마시도 스페디고래 단다 송자 주된 레구 외네 강 비민네도 창말랑한 저기 레구 카마시도 스페디기에 디마세 니무 데르 인토데 레구네 고디 쉬베기 니네르두다 대바예베기 롱에 통동시가 저도스 고디슈위에 네시디 베베치조 낭라 다다파도 나자디 용에 갸다 숨줄하스 중샤 디낭네 투줄하스 대동 중사샤 네시디 니시고네 차데레 디마세 나자데라 제타비요마 제단 상면 외에 나자디를 동년 제지도 탈럼 야쇼디 ngonggo che deresha ta ngonggo che la du gani ani phoda phom lude chewe kapsu ani lude de ngisung yewe to nang goya da ani mi shimba zan ta le kapsu ta de changma goya ame khogbe nan la bu cha we kapsu inji minji nisi di yume ta ji chi goya de pe khe chim resha di ma se ani menkap pha zo beje chewe kapsu nyam도 beje ma che di 네가지 차대샤 투데 레궁 외에 달래 친데 중이 체 찍네 고추체 다와디 낭라 먼저 투데 레궁 외에 니네 리두기 다와스란 먼저 두스 숨지 쉬고에 다와디 낭라 아니 베민네데 창문낭 당 디체베 아니 베베 소라 종사 사자 체가 카시질은 것도 레제 땅체 고도 루기 kodo legu to spare tanda sonza mangso ngwe ne manzo tuden legung ki kodo legu nang la kang mangma nyamshu naro naslan shwe nishi di la kecheshu chik di kharidu sewarjina taje chi gwe di pe kechemburesha nishi di gwe che lo mangbo ringa an nishi gi naza di taze mewa tone dus degi yoyzang ani taje che gwe di pe nega resha chetan manzo tuden legung ngwe ne tuden kyabwa menga chega la ine rigdu yome taje che tunge rime tone jashimbare di maase kya shungi mengang kawares pyabaji nine rigdugi nebudi sosol godo mindu taje che di tunge dige rime tone nang digi yorestan di shwei chen changmen ngene tuna nang che nishi di ngongo re taje che re nishi di tola ani nizu kangmama to gwe di pe kechembre sha ani naza di marangzo jizo nang la maleweda nangmi nang la malewe changmen ngene tuna nang gwe pe kechembre sha ani shwei tochena
Shamla tuden legung ne kudrub na we nishi di kor nginchin shi sirona.
Prevention is better than no cure. A doctor's visit. Hello, young man. What can I do for you?
Doctor, I've heard a lot about HIV, but I don't really understand what it is. Could you explain, please?
Sure, it's a very serious health topic. HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. It is a deadly virus that causes the condition AIDS. It can kill you.
What? It can kill me? Isn't there a cure for it?
No, there is no cure for HIV or AIDS. It can affect anybody who is not careful. Since there is no cure, prevention is the best defense. It is important to know the facts so you can protect yourself and stop it from spreading.
Why is it dangerous? How does it kill?
Okay, let me explain it to you. Why is this dangerous? A body is like a country with a defense system called the immune system. Every country has a defense system with commanders and Jawans to protect the country from foreign attackers. Similarly, our body's immune system army protects us from foreign germs and infections. Our skin is like a strong wall which protects us from many attacking germs. Inside our body, our immune system army chiefs, also known as CD4 T cells, maintain order among the Jawans to keep us healthy and fit. Our Jawans follow all the commands of the army chiefs to kill different foreign attackers. One type of foreign attacker is a virus. Have you heard of flu, measles, chickenpox, polio, or cold and cough? These are all viruses. One of the deadliest viruses in the world is HIV, the Human Immunodeficiency Virus. HIV cannot survive in the air like some other viruses, and you cannot get it from the air. However, HIV is very powerful and dangerous if it enters your body. This virus is deadly because it is able to attack the army chiefs and kill them. HIV starts multiplying and takes over the body. This is when a person is HIV positive. Without the army chiefs, the Jawans do not know what to do and therefore are unable to fight against any foreign attackers. Over time, HIV destroys so many army chiefs in the body that the immune system finally collapses. When this breakdown of the immune system happens, a person is said to have AIDS, or acquired immune deficiency syndrome. AIDS patients are so vulnerable to infections that even very weak germs can cause serious infections or death. A major problem in India. HIV/AIDS is a global problem. India has one of the largest number of people living with HIV/AIDS in the world. It is important to know all the facts so we can prevent others from getting infected. HIV/AIDS can affect anyone, man or woman, girl or boy, rich or poor, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian, or any religion. It can affect anyone. Of all the people in India who have HIV or AIDS, 90% of them do not know that they are infected. You or someone you love could have it, so it is important to understand the facts. Know the facts.
Is it easy to get HIV?
No, it is not easy. You cannot catch HIV from the air like a common cold, nor can you get it from food or water. You cannot get HIV from any animals, such as chickens or cows. It can only survive and travel through certain human body fluids. All humans have fluids in their bodies. For example, tears, sweat, and saliva, the liquid in your mouth. The virus can only be passed through 3 fluids. This is the 3-point mantra. The 3-point mantra: blood, breast milk, sexual fluids.
Okay, what about the other body fluids? How do I know which ones are safe and which ones are dangerous?
Good question. Let me explain. How does someone get infected? High-risk fluids. There are 2 categories of body fluids: the high-risk dangerous fluids and the no-risk safe fluids. HIV can only be passed through high-risk fluids, which are blood, breast milk, and sexual fluids. Our 3-point mantra. Blood is a high-risk fluid. The virus can enter from sources like blood transfusions, used razor blades, or used needles and syringes. Sometimes it can pass from a mother to child while the mother is pregnant, during childbirth, or through mother's milk. Blood and breast milk are high-risk fluids. HIV can pass through sexual fluids if they are directly transferred from an infected person to someone who is not infected. These are high-risk fluids. HIV cannot spread through any other fluids. It cannot spread through saliva. Saliva is a no-risk fluid. It cannot spread through mucus, which is nose fluids or cough. Mucus is a no-risk fluid. It cannot spread through sweat. Sweat is a no-risk fluid. It cannot spread through tears. Tears are no-risk fluids. It cannot spread through body waste. Urine and stool are no risk. How does someone get infected? Direct transfer. Remember, our skin is like a thick wall which protects us, and HIV cannot survive in the air. The virus must find a way to have direct transfer into your body in order to survive.
What is direct transfer?
Direct transfer can take place in 2 ways. First, direct transfer occurs through cuts or wounds on skin which allow the virus to enter blood. These cuts can occur anywhere on the body. Or, direct transfer can occur through natural openings in bodies like mouths or private parts. Remember, the virus cannot survive in the air like the flu or cold and cough. The virus is powerful only if it enters the body through direct transfer. How do you know if you might be infected? Use the triangle test. Step 1. Is there a high-risk fluid? If no, stop here. There is no HIV risk. If yes, proceed to step 2. Step 2. Is there direct transfer? If no, stop here. There is no HIV risk. If yes, proceed to step 3. Step 3. There is a possible HIV infection. Go see a doctor.
But I heard that you can be infected if someone with HIV or AIDS coughs on you. Is this true?
Let's look at the diagram again. This time, you answer the questions through my doctor's challenge. Doctor's Challenge. When asked a question, think of the correct answer. Remember the triangle test. Can you get HIV from someone sneezing or coughing on you? No, you cannot. Let's find out why. Are saliva and mucus high-risk fluids? No. Therefore, there is no infection. You cannot get HIV from someone sneezing or coughing on you. Can you get HIV from sharing a needle with someone? Yes, you can. Let's find out why. Is blood a high-risk fluid? Yes. Is there direct transfer? Yes. There is a possible HIV infection. Go see a doctor. You can get HIV from sharing a needle with someone. Can you get HIV from shaking someone's hand? No, you cannot. Let's find out why. Is skin a high-risk fluid? No, it is not even a fluid. So there is no infection. You cannot get HIV from shaking someone's hand. Can you get HIV from the toilet? No, you cannot. Let's find out why. Are urine and stool high-risk fluids? No. So, there is no HIV infection. You cannot get HIV from a toilet. Can you get HIV from animals such as cows or chickens? No, you cannot. Let's find out why. We do not have to go through the triangle test because you cannot get HIV from animals or insects, only from humans. Therefore, there is no chance of infection. You cannot get HIV from animals or insects. Can you get HIV from hugging someone? No, you cannot. Let's find out why. Is sweat a high-risk fluid? No. Therefore, there is no chance of an HIV infection. You cannot get HIV from hugging someone. Can a baby get HIV from breast milk? Yes, they can. Let's find out why. Is breast milk a high-risk fluid? Yes. Is there direct transfer? Yes. And so, there is a possible HIV infection. Go see a doctor. A baby can get HIV from breast milk. Can you get HIV from kissing? No, you cannot. Let's find out why. Is saliva a high-risk fluid? No. Then there is no infection. You cannot get HIV from kissing. Can you get HIV from unprotected sex? Yes, you can. Let's find out why. Are sexual fluids high risk? Yes. Is there direct transfer? Yes. Then there is a possible HIV infection. Go see a doctor. Both males and females can get HIV from having unprotected sex. Can you get HIV from a mosquito bite? No, you cannot. Let's find out why. We do not have to go through the triangle test because you cannot get HIV from animals or insects, only from humans. Therefore, there is no chance of an HIV infection.
But doctor, mosquitoes suck human blood. Why is there no risk of infection?
Good question. Mosquitoes are a special case. Let me show you why there is no risk of infection. Let's look at the triangle test. Is blood a high-risk fluid? Yes. Is there direct transfer? No. Mosquitoes only suck blood. They do not inject it. Therefore, there is no direct transfer. Therefore, there is no HIV infection. You cannot get HIV from mosquitoes or any insects. Just remember, as a general rule, you can only get HIV from humans and not from any animals or insects.
Can you tell by looking at a person if they have HIV or AIDS?
No, you cannot tell whether a person is infected by looking at them. Appearances are deceptive. Appearances are deceptive. The guessing game. Can you tell by looking at a person whether he or she has HIV or AIDS? Remember, appearances can be deceptive. Who do you think has HIV or AIDS? Wrong. You cannot tell by looking at a person whether he or she has HIV or AIDS. Guess again. Who do you think has HIV or AIDS? Wrong again. You cannot tell by looking at a person whether he or she has HIV or AIDS. One more time. Who do you think has HIV or AIDS? Wrong again. You cannot tell by looking at a person whether he or she has HIV or AIDS. Always remember, you cannot tell by looking at a person if he or she has HIV or AIDS. An infected person can look perfectly healthy and work like a normal person. They may not know themselves that they are infected. How do you know there is an infection? Some people show no physical signs of HIV or AIDS for years. Others may show signs like fever, cold and cough, headache, skin rash, and sweat. But eventually, everyone who is infected gets extremely sick. Once HIV develops into AIDS, the symptoms are more severe. They become very tired, fall sick, and lose a lot of weight.
But those symptoms are similar to cold, cough, and fever.
Exactly. That's the scary part. Early symptoms are similar to cold, cough, and fever. Because of this, many people don't know that they are infected. If you have been involved with high-risk fluids with possible direct transfer, you should go see a doctor and get tested.
How do I protect myself from this virus?
How do you protect yourself? Remember our 3-point mantra? In order to get HIV, you must have direct transfer of high-risk fluids. Blood. Do not share instruments such as razors, blades, needles, and syringes. These instruments may be infected with tiny amounts of the virus which you cannot see with the human eye. Donate blood only to blood banks that use sterilized equipment. If you receive a blood transfusion, make sure clean needles and HIV-tested blood are used. Blood and breast milk, mother to child. A baby can become infected in the mother's womb, during childbirth, or through breast milk. But with the help of a doctor, a pregnant woman can prevent the transfer of HIV to her baby. She can still have a healthy baby. Breast milk, mother to child. If you're infected and plan to have a baby, consult your doctor about using powder milk or some other substitute. Sexual fluids. The bride and groom should get an HIV test before marriage. Remember, 90% of people who are infected do not know. Your partner may not know that he or she is infected. Just get tested. Always use a condom. They prevent direct transfer of HIV when used regularly and properly. If you cannot use one because you're trying to have a baby, then you must make sure that both of you have been tested. The more partners you have, the more you are at risk. Make sure everyone has been HIV tested. Why is testing important?
I know why. There may be no symptoms, so testing is the only way to know if you have the virus. Plus, appearances can be deceptive, so testing is the only way to be sure.
Very good. It's easy and painless to get tested. Go to the hospital and they will check your blood. It is just like testing your blood sugar. Ask your family doctor about testing. If you do not want anyone to know, go to a public or municipal hospital where you can get tested anonymously. Although there is no cure for HIV/AIDS, there are treatments that will help you live longer. With treatment, chances of infecting loved ones is reduced significantly. It is important to get medical help early.
Thank you for teaching me so much. I'm wondering, what can I do to stop the spread of HIV?
What can you do to help? Number 1. Spread the message that it's easy to protect yourself. Know the facts and share them with your loved ones. Number 2. Get tested and encourage others to test as well. It's better to be safe than sorry. Number 3. Healthy decisions now will ensure a healthy future. Join our team and together we will teach HIV and AIDS awareness. Let's save our India from being attacked by HIV. Together we will save lives. Let's work together.
Sangyu lerim shu sa lenge ne si shambate pyugin yinjin sangyu le chenre number 2 ngan su sangyu lerim se bo tuji she shamla namshin ngonda ta minzi khangi cheje sangin ge lodu sirona
Pegelo ngidon gyada sumju sogu ramne chuduglu phenda juwe che jubdu rejo daga nama tha chinda chukji ge che sumju resa pasang chungche sangi cheja sangwe hasul tongwa lunda thachok zugba rabdo chungwa chongle sajug nangba menjo cheba kharle so pena khimsa jimba ham khangba powa riglam lobnye cheba ken dogba che sangwa yu keba resa pasang ne loda chaje luksum ge lasa tha tajul ngege soksa yembe lamdo chewa yu Shenya loda tayo ngege shesa yinbe lamro chung, hyungya ngingep chazu ngi da kama chungi ne seja ngeba gyugyo yebe tona nangro. Tenye, pame namgo kewe mikse pangja ne changsa tenjel da ngenji kam pangma tolen su namirung we tona nangyo. Pegelo ngidon gyada sumchu sogu ramne chuduglu penda juwe che jobgi rejo dagar go thang chinda chungi che jik resa pemba chungche salung seja shimbe tugingi chale nawa mado leshi sabari goza mirung lakba do biti nga to chaze thukba da kama sumchu soju ne shalo ne nupchang choksu gyuwe cho de shel chok ne keljen le deri goza minye mikse nebar me gyagyo thang shakjo chegyo sola nyembe zema nangyo kede dingin shakjo nyeba do nangyo tse biti toje so chakdor kuham thanga charwa thang namsa nange lokba yina biti gi nyeba shiwa chegye tingin turgi namgo kewe mikse panchani Pungpo turda mirung we yisab nangyo. Pegelo ngidon gyada sumju sogu ramne chudukle penda juwe ce jugo reto daga lakta jinda jungi ce ngi resa nyema jungche me chutebe ceja ngi tede namgyu gi chale mado leshi sabari gozam menye thakba dol hasol tongwa chongle sajok nangba jinsek da menjo cheba gelrik da pembe chawele namzemgyu yang ce jugu ni shigi namgo yimbe mikse bangja ni shimbe che gele da temoso chamirung we thona nangyo tuje che